Olympic movement. Content. Ancient and modern Olympics. Olympism concept and Olympics values, excellence, friendship and respect. Olympics symbols, motto, flag, oath and anthem. Olympic movement structure IOC, NOC, IFs, other members. About ancient Olympic Games, 776 BC. This sport event was started in respect of god Zeus, near a mountain named Olympia. And after every 4 years of duration the event was conducted. Greece was the birthplace of ancient Olympic Games. Only Greek men participated in this. Ancient Olympic Games came to an end in 394 AD by the Romans. It was organized for 5 days. Prize, olive leaves crown, statues of winners, respect and honor given, poems composed in praise of winners and their names were recorded. The games were conducted in following way: opening ceremony, assembly, oath, events, awards. Modern Olympic Games Olympics. 5 continents participate: Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia, America. IOC International Olympic Committee formed 25th June 1894, but in 1896 it was first modern Olympic Games. Father of emoji Baron Pierre de Coubertin, France. 1 cent President, IOC, Dimitris Vikelas, 1894 to 1996, Headquarters, Lausanne, Switzerland. 2 ND President, IOC, Coubertin, 1896 to 1925. Presently 2016 to 9 at President, IOC, Thomas Bach, 2013 till now. About Thomas Bach, important note, he is the only president with an Olympic gold medal in 1976. Olympics. The modern Olympic Games or Olympics are leading international sporting events featuring summer and winter sports competitions in which thousands of athletes from around the world participate in a variety of competitions. It is considered the foremost sports competition with more than 200 nations participating. Divided into Olympic events, Summer Olympic and Winter Olympic held every 4 years, but Summer and Winter Olympics 2 years apart. Governing body of Olympic Movement International Olympic Committee, IOC. The Olympic movement comprises individuals and organizations guided by the Olympic Charter and led by the IOC. These include national and international sports federations as well as athletes. Paralympics. The Paralympics is a very major international multi-sport event involving athletes with a range of disabilities, including impaired muscle power, impaired passive range of movement, limb deficiency, leg length difference, short stature, hypertonia, ataxia, athetosis, vision impairment, and intellectual impairment. Paralympics Games are organized in parallel with the Olympic Games. Though the equal treatment is given to the Olympic and Paralympics athletes, but there is a large funding gap between Olympic and Paralympics athletes. 2 types of Paralympics events: Summer and Winter Paralympics Games. 1 cent Summer Paralympics Games 1960 Rome, Italy. The 1988 Seoul Paralympics Games was also the first time both the Olympics and Paralympics used the same venues, and since then, every Winter and Summer Paralympics Games have been held in the same city as the Olympic Games. It is governed by the International Paralympics Committee, IPC. How it started in 1948, the British World War II veterans gathered together and played sporting events. Later on it became one of the largest international sporting event for Paralympics athletes. It has grown from 400 athletes with a disability from 23 countries in 1960 to thousands of competitors from over 100 countries. Special Olympics. The Special Olympics is the world's largest sport organization for children and adult athletes with intellectual disabilities, providing year-round training and competitions to 5 million athletes and unified sports partners in 172 countries. Special Olympics competitions are held every day, all around the world, including local, national and regional competitions, adding up to more than 100,000 events a year. Special Olympics World Games are not held in the same year or in conjunction with the Olympic Games. Two types of Special Olympics event: Summer and Winter Games. One sent Special Olympics Games 20th July 1968 in Chicago, Illinois, with about 1,000 athletes from the US and Canada. It is recognized by the International Olympic Committee, IOC. In 2015, Special Olympics became a part of ESPN daily coverage. Year when Olympic event happened and not conducted. Year and venue of Olympics. Olympic motto 1924. These three Latin words motto was coined by a French educator, Father Henri Didot, in 1895. Meaning of these words represent the athletic goals: running faster, jumping higher and throwing farther. In 1895, Father Henri Didot made this slogan. He was a good friend of Coubertin. In 1924 Olympic Games, Coubertin launched this as a motto of Olympic Games. Olympic symbol emblem. It comprises 5 interlinked ring circles to represent the sporting friendship of all people, and it also represents 5 continents of the world. The color of each ring was proposed by Coubertin himself. The design of the Olympic flag was first inaugurated by Coubertin in 1914, but it was not flown until 1920 Olympic Games at Antwerp, Belgium. Olympic flag. Created in 1913 at the suggestion of Baron de Coubertin. 1 cent time hoisted in 1920 Antwerp Olympic Games Stadium. Flag is made of white silk without any boundary, contains 5 interlocking rings circles in 5 colors representing 5 continents of the world, viz. America, Europe, Australia, Asia and Africa. The image in the center of the flag is also called the Olympic symbol emblem. Olympic flame. This flame or torch is lighted kindled in Olympic Village, Greece, and it is carried by the runners to the place where the OG are going to be organized. During this process it keeps burning. After closing ceremony of OG the flame is extinguished. Olympic Awards 1908. Gold plus certificate. Silver plus certificate. Bronze plus certificate. Next 5 position holders also awarded with certificates only. Olympic mascot. It is a fictional character, usually an animal native to the area, country, or human figures. They represents the cultural heritage of the place, country where the Olympic and Paralympics are taking place. 1 cent time mascot introduced in Olympics is equal to name shoes. 1968 Winter Olympics. In 1972 Munich Summer Olympics, Waldi was the first official mascot in the history of the Olympic Summer Games. About Waldi: he is a dachshund, a very popular animal in Bavaria, famed for its endurance, tenacity and agility.